Yeah, no, we're delighted with that. I thought the lads they were quiet and a bit nervy beforehand, so yeah, it was important. I think they held Ospreys out at the very start. There was a lot of pressure on our try line, um, and then took the chances when they came along pretty well. And we had a little bit of a struggle trying to exit in the first half. We put a bit more pressure on ourselves, but other than that, I thought they were quite good in terms of taking the chance when they came along. So. And again, started the second half well, got in for a try quite early, and were able to continue that pressure. And bar just that last sequence, I thought they defended well as well. So yeah, no, it was a pleasing evening's work. Obviously, Scott Penny making his debut, and Hugo Keenan with his first start, and then Jimmy O'Brien and Jack Kelly coming off the bench as well for their debuts. So the trip to South Africa was a very good thing for us, because we were able to bring an extended squad with us, so a lot of young guys were able to spend time away with the group, and that time together is really important. So after a bit of time off, the guys came back. They worked hard last week. I think that carried into this week, and into the preparation bit was good, which allows them to perform well. So they deserve a bit of good pat in the back, because I think they were very, very good. The guys, you couldn't really fault them. So, the challenge is now we've got to put it behind us and start all over again now next week. So, a couple of guys will come back into the mix for selection. But yeah, no, we're pleased, because it's the start of a very hugely important block of games. So we've a 10-game block, and today was number 1 of 10. So if you think Dragons away next week, Bath away the week after, Bath to the Aviva, the 3 in the pros over that Christmas period, and then you're into 2 more European games against Toulouse and Wasps and Scarlets after that. So it's a massive block of game for us. I think the way they apply themselves over the course of last week and this week, just guys are going about their business well, and they understand it's not about the individuals. They'll shine in the team. So it's understanding what we want from the unit parts. That we respect the fundamentals of the game first and foremost, and we're not trying to pull rabbits out of hats. We're just trying to do the basics of the game well. So I think when they respect the fundamentals, they understand that then there's good things that'll happen in the game, and then they'll be able to build scoreboard pressure and their pressure on the other team. And so I thought they did that well. But yeah, again, it's the work that's gone over. I think the Celtic Cup campaign is important, because a lot of guys have become familiar with some of the systems, and they've got used to playing the Leinster way, and I think the job that Trevor Hogan and Simon Broughton with Peter Smith did during that competition is hugely important in terms of that transition now into the senior team. And again, as I said, 3 guys making their debuts today is fantastic for the club and for the competition in the group. Scott's definitely the father figure of the group. He's been excellent. Even in South Africa with that group, spending that time together again was very good. And he's led well. He's led well. He's trained well himself. And he knows he needs to push on. He wants to play well, and he wants to be involved in all the big games. And it's a competitive group, so he doesn't want to miss out either. So the role he's played has been hugely important.
We had a week off, and then we came back into a rugby week for 3 days, which I think was hugely important for us, just as a young side, as Leo said, just to get that kind of telepathy between the players, and it just kind of helped me with my composure, got me used to connections with the other guys around the pitch, and it just helped me manage the game. So just it's a full credit to the whole squad. Like the 23 that played all played a huge role in that victory there.